What's up, guys? I'm back like I never left. In this video, we are going to be talking about Workhorse and NIO, and I'm going to cover all the major companies that are going to be reporting earnings this upcoming week and what to expect for these companies. I'm also going to go over what ARK Invest had to say about Workhorse and the USPS contract not being awarded to Workhorse. So all this important information coming up. Now, before we get into the video, I appreciate if you can hit the like button. If you have any questions, any comments, make sure you drop in the comment section below and check out all the free links in the description box to get free Bitcoin, free stocks, and also join the Patreon page if you're interested. So as you can see over here, we have Workhorse stock that has been trading around $16. The stock has been in a massive tear since in 2021, since last year. It was trading around $2 and it went all the way to $15, been consolidating at $15. We talked about several times. It was a great opportunity to get involved in it, and it went all the way to $30 and pulled back all the way to $15. It went again to retest the highs, and it went down again, and it went to $40. Now, unfortunately, the USPS contract deal got announced and sitting at the support area at $15. So technically, it's not really that bad when you look at the price action. It's just the same price point that it broke out initially. So it's really an important price point level to keep an eye for Workhorse stock. So they have their earnings reports coming up for tomorrow before the market open. So that is going to be crucial for this company because the CEO and the CFO, they're going to be doing a press conference and they're going to be asked about the future of this company and what they're planning to do when it comes to the USPS contract. I talked about on my previous videos that they're actually going to be fighting, the award of the USPS contract and why they believe that they deserve the contract. So the most important thing when you're looking at the price action for Workhorse stock right now is going to be the options market makers. They're pricing in approximately 19% move either to the upside or to the downside. So if this stock decides to break out and go up in spite of what the options market makers are anticipating is a move of $3.15. So it can move all the way to $18.50, or it can go down all the way to $12.85. So that's approximately 19% move. So the majority of the time, these stocks, when they announce their earnings, they stay in between these two price ranges. So if you bought some calls or you bought some puts, unless the stock drastically moves above 19%, you're not going to be able to make money. So that's usually when IV crush happens. So you have to be super careful when you are getting involved in or speculating in the short term when it comes to options once these companies announce their earnings report. So it's going to be vital to hear what they have to say in spite of what's going on with Workhorse stock. We also heard from ARK Invest. So what they have to say is they commented on the latest Workhorse development, saying that it finds it odd that the USPS is not committing to a fully electric platform. And even in spite of that, Cathie Wood decided to buy, more than 600,000 shares when the initial news broke out a few days ago. So they're still convicted that the future is going to be for EVs. So we still have to hear what they have to say moving forward. The CEO, the CFO, what's their plan is, how they're going to be fighting the USPS contract. So it's really important for anybody that is, holding a Workhorse stock for the long term to see what they have to say, and depending upon how the price action is going to be as we hear the earnings call for this company tomorrow morning before the market open. So when you look at also other companies that are going to be reporting earnings, we have NIO stock that is going to be reporting earnings in after hours. So that is also another electric vehicle company that we talked about that can potentially make a significant move either to the upside or the downside. There's a lot of eyeballs in NIO right now because they've been blowing the delivery numbers out of the park, and a lot of people are also invested in this company in the long term. So this stock is having a really rough month so far. Not only this stock, of course, the overall stock market has been pulling back to the downside, especially these high growth companies have been pulling back a lot. So for when you look at NIO stock for the year, the stock has came a long way from $3. It was a penny stock all the way to $64 at the highs, and right now is sitting close to $45, and it has a very good support at $39. So when you look at what options market makers are pricing in for NIO stock, so they're expecting approximately 15% move either to the upside or to the downside. So you have to be super careful, especially as I mentioned, if you're going to be playing this with options or anything like that, it's going to be important for the stock to move, 15%, above 50%, either to the upside or the downside for you to actually make any kind of money. So if the stock goes up 15%, it can hit approximately $53. And if it decides to sell all the way down, it can hit $38. So that is exactly where the support line right around over here is. So it's going to be a great opportunity to buy in, but the expected move for this company is indicating it's not that much. So we're not going to expect, NIO stock to go all the way to $30 or all the way to $70, but you never know, because they can come out and say they are doing fantastic, but of course they're expected to lose money. This company is not profitable, but they made more than they expected to make more than $1 billion in revenue, and we'll see what they have to say, but they've been beating their delivery numbers left and right, so it's going to be great for this company. So definitely keep an eye on Workhorse and NIO stock. These are going to be the top companies that we're going to be watching out for as we go into Monday. So the earnings reports for Workhorse before market open, and of course NIO is going to be announcing after the market close. We also have Zoom, which is going to be reporting earnings, Lemonade, and that is going to be the top stocks to watch moving forward for tomorrow. So also when you look at on Tuesday, we have retail stocks like Target, and we also have Fubo TV. A lot of people are invested in this company, and we definitely have to keep in mind these companies have been aggressively selling off to the downside. So if anything positive comes, this is going to be a great time for them to recover. So definitely keep an eye on it. As we move on to Wednesday, we also have Splunk, and we have Snowflake, which is a recent IPO. And we also have on Thursday, we got Costco, Kroger. This is one of the retailers that you need to keep an eye on. And these are going to be the major companies like a lot of people are going to be watching out for, as it is titled as the most anticipated earnings release for March 1st. So I know February has been a really rough month overall when it comes to some sectors, like the growth stock that we talked about. The tech sector has been pulling back. The majority of the SPAC companies that have been aggressively moving up are providing a very fantastic opportunity, for people to get involved with them if they had not yet established a position. And of course, people that are still holding these companies, it was really a rough time to see, your holdings drop, 10, 20% plus. But still, there are other companies that have done pretty well, especially the energy sector, the finance, and etc. They did very, very well. So if you are building a portfolio, starting from scratch, you have to really diversify so you don't have to really experience this massive hits when these specific sectors pull back to the downside. So you have to really be aware of that. And moving forward into the future, there's a lot of things that you need to take into consideration, especially with inflation and interest rates. So if you hold any bank stocks, that's definitely going to benefit you. You can get involved in Bank of America, JP Morgan, or you can get involved in any other travel stocks also. That can definitely help to diversify your portfolio, but I really highly suggest the bank stocks, because if interest rates are going to raise up within next year, these bank stocks are going to be the ones that are going to be benefiting a lot. And of course, there's a lot of inflation fears that's happening right now, and there can definitely be an increase in interest rates coming pretty soon next year and after that, depending upon how the economy recovers and how this new stimulus package that's going to be passed pretty soon is going to affect the economy. So moving forward, for the important economic reports that we need to be watching out for Monday, March 1st is going to be the first day of the month. We have at 9:45 a.m. we have the Markets Manufacturing PMI. This is going to be for the period of February. The previous was 58.5. We also have at 10 a.m. we have ISM Manufacturing Index. The previous month was the period they're going to be reporting going to be for February. The forecast is going to be 58.7%. And we also have construction spending for the period of January is going to be reported. So be on the lookout for that. Moving forward, we don't have any Fed speakers like we had last week. Last week it was action-packed. We have Jerome Powell speaking, etc. This upcoming week, we don't have a lot. But of course, we have important initial jobless claims coming out in Thursday, so definitely be on the lookout. But the top stocks to watch moving forward for this upcoming week is going to be Workhorse, NIO, and of course you need to keep an eye on all of the other important SPAC companies that we talked about in the past, just in case to see if there's going to be a recovery happening pretty soon with the overall stock market. because March is a relatively bullish month moving forward. So if you have any questions, any comments about any of these companies, make sure you drop in the comments below. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like the video. If you want to join, the Discord chats, or if you want to join, the Patreon page, link in the description box below. And if you want to get free stocks, free Bitcoin, etc., check out the links. But I'll catch you guys on another video tomorrow. Make sure you manage your risk if you decide to speculate in the short term with any of these companies. Let's get it for tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.